You wake inside Pompeii, beneath a mountain everyone thinks they know. Before the next dawn, that confidence may become the most dangerous thing in the city. The ground has shaken before. Walls have cracked before. People have learned to live with warnings, because life cannot stop every time the earth speaks. This is the trap of disaster. The first signs are easy to explain away. A tremor becomes normal. A strange cloud becomes curiosity. Delay becomes the first enemy. Ancient testimony and volcanic evidence do not give us every minute with certainty. Even the exact calendar date is debated. But the sequence of danger is clear enough to rebuild the survival test. First comes the column. Ash, pumice, and gas rise into the sky in the pine-shaped form described by Pliny, only darker, heavier, and more dangerous than anyone below can understand. At first, people watch. They point. They calculate. Some may think there is still time to finish one task, collect one object, find one person. But survival is already narrowing. Every minute spent deciding gives the mountain more power over your body. White pumice begins to fall, small at first, then harder, then constant. The city hears the roof tiles being tested one strike at a time. This is not rain. It is the mountain coming apart overhead, piece by piece, filling streets, courtyards, roof openings, and the air you need to breathe. If you stay inside, the roof may protect you. If the pumice gets too heavy, the roof may become your grave. If you go outside, every breath becomes dust. Every step is unstable. Every familiar street begins to disappear under your feet. You need to choose now. The city gate, the harbor road, the house of a friend, the safety of stone. None of them is guaranteed. The first mistake is carrying too much. Coins, jewelry, tools, household gods. Each object feels worth saving until your arms begin to fail. The second mistake is waiting for certainty. In Pompeii, certainty arrives only after the route is gone. Hour after hour, pumice keeps falling. Some roofs weaken. Some streets grow deeper. The city becomes a maze built from its own burial. You try to walk, but the ground shifts under every step. The stones roll. The ash blinds. The air scrapes your throat. The danger is not only the volcano. It is the city itself. Narrow streets, heavy roofs, sealed rooms, and choices made too late. Pompeii was not empty. It was a living Roman town. Shops, baths, bakeries, villas, courtyards, fountains. Disaster does not wait for life to become simple. The richer house may have stronger walls, but wealth cannot filter ash from the air. The poorer room may be easier to leave, but leaving means stepping into a city where the sky is falling. You cover your mouth. You lower your head. You tell yourself you can still reach the gate if you move before the next collapse. But the mountain is changing. Above you, the eruption column grows unstable. What falls from the sky may soon move across the ground. This is the part no citizen of Pompeii truly understands. The greatest danger may not be the falling stones. It may be the cloud that collapses. A pyroclastic surge is not ordinary smoke. It is hot gas, ash, and volcanic fragments moving with terrifying force. If you are still inside the city when the surges arrive, walls may no longer matter. Doors may no longer matter. Courage may no longer matter. Your only real advantage is timing. Leave early, and you may survive. Leave late, and Pompeii becomes a sealed world. But early does not feel early when everyone around you is still debating what the mountain means. You hear a roof fail somewhere nearby. Not an explosion, not battle, just weight winning against timber. Now the question changes. Are you safer under a roof that may fall, or under a sky that is already falling? You decide to move. You carry water, cloth, perhaps a small lamp. The city you knew begins to feel like a tunnel. Every landmark is changing. The bakery corner, the fountain, the painted wall, all of them begin to vanish beneath the same gray weight. The coast sounds like salvation. Open air, boats, escape across water. But getting there is another test. The coastal route may be crowded, blocked, or darker than the streets behind you. The sea may not save those who arrive too late. If you turn back for valuables, you lose time. If you turn back for someone, you may lose the road. If you keep going, you live with the choice. Disasters do not test only the body. They test loyalty, memory, guilt, and the brutal arithmetic of minutes. By night, Pompeii is no longer a city in daylight. It is a shadow maze under falling stone. Breathing becomes work. Seeing becomes work. Thinking clearly becomes work. And still, The mountain continues. The eruption does not negotiate with exhaustion. Some people shelter in rooms. Some push toward the roads. Some wait for morning. Each choice has logic. Each choice can fail. Then the next morning does not bring relief. It brings the deadliest phase. As the eruption column collapses, pyroclastic density currents race outward. Hot gas and ash turn the air itself into the weapon. If you have already left the city, distance is everything. If you are still inside, distance is almost nothing. Walls that felt solid become traps. Courtyards that felt open become exposed. Familiar doors become final decisions. The most frightening truth is simple. Many who waited may have thought they were being reasonable. That is why this survival story is not only about fear. It is about interpretation, reading the signs before the signs become obvious. What do you trust? The mountain? The neighbors? The house? Your own instinct? The past gives no mercy to those who choose perfectly in the wrong hour. Evidence suggests that many people escaped the disaster zone. Their survival was not glamorous. It was movement, timing, and the terrible willingness to abandon what could not be carried. To survive, you may need to leave your house before you understand that it is already lost. You may need to ignore the urge to wait for clearer instructions. No official warning system is coming to save you. You may need to accept that the safest-looking shelter can become the most dangerous place in the city. And you may need to understand that rescue by sea, by road, or by prayer depends on one thing you cannot control: the volcano's timing. Pompeii did not vanish in one instant. That is what makes the story more disturbing. There was time, but time was almost impossible to read from inside the disaster. The city was buried by stages: warnings, curiosity, falling pumice, collapsing roofs, darkness, heat, and the final clouds. Your body becomes the test. Your lungs, your legs, your judgment, your ability to leave before hope turns into hesitation. One mistake changes everything. Not because you were foolish, but because disaster punishes ordinary human delay. The final day of Pompeii is not just a story of destruction. It is a story of decisions made without knowing the ending. If you stand in that street, with ash in your mouth and Vesuvius above you, courage is not enough. You need the right choice before the right choice is obvious. So would you stay inside and trust the roof? Would you flee through the gate? Would you search for someone and risk the road closing behind you? By the time Pompeii fully understands the mountain, parts of the city are already becoming archaeology. And when the silence finally comes, it is not peace. It is the sound of a city sealed under history. Before you answer, imagine the darkness at midday, the weight above your roof, the road disappearing behind every step. Could you read the danger early enough? Could you abandon everything fast enough? Could you survive Pompeii's final day? Could you survive this?